Hi, very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to discuss question and opinion question here. Overpopulation is the world's most serious environmental problem. To what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? So here is this question. I just enlarge this for you and I can make it different. Yeah, overpopulation is the world's most serious environmental problem. You can see to what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement. So if we could say yes, then it should be the most serious environmental problem in the sense there will be a lot of environmental problems, a lot of factors which cause environmental problems. Of the factors, this is the most serious thing, then it is okay. If you disagree, you have to say other factors which causes environmental problem, which you think as the most serious environmental problem. Anyway, you have to give the answer here. If you agree, you have to say yes, it is the most serious environmental problems, and you have to mention some of the other factors there, because we have a comparison there. Most serious in the sense the topmost factor from a group, and if it is not, you have to prove just the opposite. Now let's see in the introduction what happens. It is a known fact that overpopulation paves the way for numerous environmental problems. It paves the way for numerous environmental problems. So we have addressed the topic. It paves the way for numerous environmental problems. The topic is addressed there. And now, to what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? I would say it has now evolved as the most serious among the underlying factors which disrupt the environment. So I have said I agreed that most serious environmental problem, and in the paragraph you have to prove it is the most serious environmental problem, as well as you have to say other factors which disrupt the environment. You have to mention it. Please don't explain it. So it is clear as per the thesis. So this is the sentence that you have to develop in the essay. This is the thesis sentence that you have to develop. This is my personal opinion. I would say it has now evolved as the most serious among the underlying factors. It means it was not in the past. And because of overpopulation, it is a recent phenomenon. In the past, the population was scanty. We have to mention these things in the essay. So we have to give an overall picture in the essay. So overall, we can say the population is more now. It was less in the past. Now it has evolved as the most serious among the underlying factors. In the sense, we can say that in the past there were more serious factors which affected the environment, like the explosion of an volcano. But now it is not. We have less damage caused by volcanoes, less damage caused by floods and droughts, but we have more serious damages which are caused by humans and human activities, which is increasing. And this aggravating, the problem is going to aggravate in future. So this is what we can see here. Now, the first sentence. It is understood that an increase in population solves the demand of resources. The first paragraph we have started. Firstly, it is understood that an increase in population increase the demand of resources. For example, oil, natural gas, natural resources are being used up in an exponential way these days just to meet the increasing demands of the first growing population. So this is what we can say, that to meet the increasing demand of the fast growing population, we need to use one, oil, natural gas, natural resources. Many developing countries are struggling to meet the needs of their exploding population, as evidenced by the exhaustion of these resources. These resources are getting exhausted in many of the developing countries, and this is very evident. So we have presented in the first paragraph the requirement. As the population grows, the requirement of the people grows. An ever-growing population would also lead to an increase in the waste generation, both in domestic as well as industrial sectors. You have got waste generation more in the domestic sector, in the industrial sector. The challenge of reusing and recycling non-biodegradable products such as plastic is a growing concern in many countries with overpopulation. So we are going to say the waste, the challenges, the pollution, waste reuse and waste recycling, or all these things. Now, the pollution from vehicles and industries is becoming unimaginable in nations which struggle to meet the needs of the growing population. When there are countries in which we have a more number of people, we have more requirements, so more vehicles will be there, more industries will be there. Pollution, the rate of pollution is more there. Now, it is evident that the environmental problems aggravated in recent years. You can say that it aggravated in recent years. Now we have some factors. The life expectancy increased due to technological advancements. You can say that this life expectancy of the people have increased with technological advancements. Now the birth rate at the same time has not declined. Naturally, this increased the requirements and demands. Now this is what we can say. So we have said in the first paragraph, the requirement, the second paragraph, we have said the pollution and some other subsidiary factors which causes the technological advancement, the industrial revolution, all these things. Now we have some other factors here. I admit the fact that there exist other factors such as surplus production and scientific experiments which lead to environmental problems. So we have, when we produce more products than the requirement, pollution causes. And scientific experiments like nuclear experiments can cause environmental problems. And we have natural phenomena like a volcanic eruption can also cause this problem. But man is the primary cause of environmental issues, and these factors cannot be considered as the most serious issue. So as far as humans are considered as the primary responsible factor, other factors are not that much serious. So we have proved that. Now we have to go with the conclusion. In conclusion, you have to summarize the body paragraphs. Let's see that. Now we have said to conclude, there are many factors that cause environmental problems these days, which includes both humans and nature. However, I feel the worst issue results from overpopulation by means of increasing demand and pollution. Okay, so there are many factors that cause environmental problem these days, which includes both humans and nature. However, I feel the worst issue results from overpopulation by means of increasing demand and pollution. Now we have concluded this particular essay. We have a 3-body paragraph essay. The second body paragraph is a little bit bigger. If we need, we can cut short of the green highlight things, which is not that much relevant to the situation. If you can, if you want a better essay, we have to go ahead with some sorts of editing in the green highlighted part. So rest all are okay. Thank you. I hope you must have understood the essay. Thank you.